Good morning, and welcome to the 445 Productive Through Joy show with your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher. The show airs each weekday morning, hella early AF at 4:45 a.m. here on YouTube's Michael Datcher channel, and then 4:45 p.m. on Facebook Live. Today, we're talking about service, as in rendering service, providing, giving to folks in our environments, in our spheres of influence. So thanks for being here. If you are new to the show, you can go to productivethroughjoy.com and see about us. We speak to groups, schools, and organizations about being productive through joy. We have a really innovative series of workshops and programs. You'll see it all there on the website. You can also simply become a subscriber by hitting the subscribe button now and get all these videos for free. I did say free, 1, 2, 3, 4, free. And be in tune with us as we do what we do, as we do, how we do, when we do, what do we do. Guys, today again, we're talking about rendering service. Before we get to that topic, let me say a few words about myself. This is your host and your boy, Dr. Michael Datcher, author of the New York Times bestseller Raising Fences, author of the acclaimed historical novel Americus, author of I'm acclaimed, I guess, Animating Black and Brown Liberation, a theory of American literatures. I'm on book tour for those last two books. In fact, I leave tonight for the Kentucky Book Festival in Kentucky and Lexington. I just came back from the Louisiana Book Fair. Then before that, the Brattleboro Literary Festival in Vermont. I've been rolling, promoting literature and books and activism. So if you're in the South, come see me. I know it's cold down there, they tell me. So I have my big leather jacket on. I'll be easy to spot, I'm sure, in a black hat. So thanks for being here, guys. I should also say that my educational background is UC Berkeley as an undergrad, my master's from UCLA, and my PhD in English literature. I'm currently the board president of the World Stage, a 501c3 nonprofit in Los Angeles. I like to, I'm an expert at being productive, right? I like to say that in bio, not because I'm trying to brag, but people are oftentimes surprised at my level of productivity given how crazy my own personal narrative is. I am the product of a young girl who was sexually assaulted at age 16. And subsequently gave birth to me. And then when she was 17, then at a month old, I was given up for adoption to a single divorcee. So at the time, no biological father, no adopted father. Listen, difficult times for the young MD, yet as Cool Modi famously said, you're like, man, now. And if I can be this productive and be so through joy, I know many people can, which is what really inspires me personally, inspires our business, inspires all that we do, because we know it's not where you're from, it's where you're about to go. All right, so thanks for being here, and let's dive into the topic today, which is service. So point one is you want to have a service-oriented mindset. I'm thinking about a time when I was in college. I had a close partner, John Thomas, and John was really this really powerful cat who super charismatic, handsome, athlete, just a cool brother. And with all of those skills, he was always about serving others. And we also wanted to be his friend, you know. And my friend, and today, my modern life, my friend Dwight Tribble, the same way, you know. Dwight Tribble is the executive director of the World Stage, but also a great jazz vocalist and just an amazing cat. He's a star. And so, but in the context of his stardom, he's always serving. And as a result, you know, the people in his life want to be his friend because he's such an inspirational figure. And so you want to have a mindset like my friends Dwight and John, be about service, have a service-oriented mindset. That's point one. Well, how do you get there? Because in our world, you know, people are encouraged to be selfish, are encouraged to lie, steal, deceive, because that can get you into the White House. First of all, you know, that's the standard. That's how you get to the White House, you know, in the modern context, and probably historically as well, but definitely today. So when you are about service, it doesn't seem to pay off. You know, people take advantage of those who serve. They look at it as a sign of weakness. You get attacked. I mean, I've definitely faced much of that stuff. Oh my God. Ooh. So how do you get to that space where you want to serve when you look around and people who are not serving, people who are exploiting are the ones getting ahead? Well, that's when you have to really think about who you are and what you want to represent on the planet. You know, what you're about. You want to do your due diligence about what's really, really important to you, right? You want to consider the type of person that you want to be. And that involves, as we say, spending some time by yourself, sure, and in a ritualized way, meaning, we speak a lot on the show about yoga, about meditation, about engaging in spiritual and/or energetic modalities that help us to just know ourselves better. And when you can ground yourself in self-knowledge, you can then begin to make decisions rooted in that space. So I know, and it's not easy. I mean, I work on this stuff every day because I live in the real world too. I look around and people who are, again, lying, cheating, deceiving, being selfish, in many ways are winning, at least in the short term, at least in the temporal realm, right? But we know that this realm is eternal because time is just really it's a creation of people. But as we have to live and take care of our families and do what needs to be done, listen, it's a challenge. When people around you are acting in ways that are not right, and they probably know that it isn't right as well, but that's gaining them access, power, resources. It's a challenge. So in order to really buckle down and be about service, you have to really know that and place a high valuation on it and approach it from that position, which goes right into point three. What's great about service is that because we all really are related in terms of being a part of the one original energy, and that's just what we know from science, because we know that the energy cannot be created or destroy these carbon bodies that we are constructed of are at their elemental level, or their atomic level, are part of the one energy. And so when you serve others, you're also serving yourself, which is why I think, when you do a good deed, when someone is, car is broken down on the side of the road and you go jump out your ride to push them, as we've done many times in my family, that's for sure. My kids are like, well, Dad, you can't be late again because you're pushing some dude's car. But now my kids, as they've gotten older, they welcome, they openly serve. Kind of a little emotional now because when you are about service and love in front of your kids, if you do happen to have kids, you teach them by your example. My kids are super loving. I got two daughters there about service because they've been raised in an environment where that's normalized. That's what we do in this family. We love people and we serve them. We serve ourselves, we serve our family, but we're about love and service in our family and justice. Those are our family values that we talk a lot about. And so that's one of the fringe benefits of being about service, is that if you have children, especially, but also other people in your spheres of influence, when they see you not just talking about it, but living it, they think that's normal, and they begin to do it themselves. And here's the thing, they accrue the benefits, as will you, of service. Meaning, let's go back to our example of a car being broken down by the side of the road. You jump out, although you're rushing somewhere, and you help that individual. Or you just do some good deeds to someone in need, and you kind of feel good about it. And I would argue that we feel good about it. And I've traveled quite a bit, and that feeling seems to be ubiquitous in many places around the world. Doing a good deed, serving others, you feel good about that. I would argue it's that because you feel good because you're also serving yourself, because we're all related. If my left wrist is scratching and my right hand scratches it, different wrist but same body, and so it feels good. So I look at service that way. Although I don't serve to feel good, but that is one of the nice benefits of serving, that you do feel good because you get out of your own problems and your own difficulties. And I've got a lot of them, I'm sure, as we all do. When you have kids, you got problems. That's for sure. So anyway, guys, thanks. I'm kind of preaching right now. I don't want to preach. Thanks for being here. We'll see you. We'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Oh, so again, I'll be at the Kentucky Book Fair starting tomorrow through the weekend. Come on out. I'm hitting the stage on Saturday at 2:30 with Adrian Majeka and FX Walker. We're in conversation about politics, culture, art. Should be pretty cool. We'll be writing, signing books. I'll be signing and writing signings, talking about animating Black and Brown liberation and America's, the novel. So yeah, thanks for being here, guys. We love and respect you. And go again to productivethroughjoy.com. And we'll see you this afternoon at 4:45 p.m. Until then, let's talk about it and beat about it. Doses.